Good morning, my friend. This is Clyde. And this morning, I want us to start a conversation that will be in two parts. I want us to talk about how this all came into being. I say this because I don't want to give it a name as yet. And I want us to start at a weird place, an unusual place. Now, there are prevailing ideas and theories about how this came into being. There is the Big Bang Theory, which I know very little about, but as I understand it, it says that about 13.8 billion years ago, a single entity, a singularity, came into being. And over time, it expanded and gave birth to the universe through a series of mathematical deductions. This theory seeks to explain what we now know as the universe. There is the old version of a theory, evolution. And that is one explanation of how this came into being. And then there is creation. And I want us to take a simple look at creation because it invites us to look at how this came into being and to recognize that who caused this to come into being. Now, I did say we were going to start at a weird place. I want to start from the book of Hebrews, chapter 11. And chapter 11 speaks about faith. And right out of the gate, it says that faith, among other things, in terms of a description, faith is the assurance about what we do not see. The Big Bang Theory, evolution, creation, any one of those theories or explanation of how this came into being, we did not, cannot see it. And it is saying that somehow we have faith, which is the assurance that what we believe, that it really happened. Now, listen to what verse 2 of that chapter says. By faith, we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. Now let us go over to Genesis 1. And in Genesis 1, we see where God created the heavens and the earth. But there is something that we need to pay attention to, a little detail. It said that the earth was without form and void. That means that it was not shaped up, it was not divided up, it was not arranged the way we see it now. It was without form and void, and darkness covered the earth. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the earth that was without form and void, was not arranged the way we now see it. Well, what happened? In a moment, it said that God spoke, let there be light. God did not build light. God did not have drawings of light. God did not take raw material and made light. God spoke and light came. And light dispelled the darkness that previously existed. And the light divided and created something that was going to lead to time. That happened on the first day. God thought that it was good. Then on day 2, God spoke, and there was further division. And the division led to the creation of the sky, the heavenlies, all that other part of the universe where stars and galaxies and planets and all those things operated. And then there was the earth as we now know it. Separation. Separation, my friend. And God thought that that was good. And he called that day 2. Then on day 3, he decided that let's focus on earth, and he spoke division on earth. And then there was water that we call seas, and then there was non-water that we called land. And he spoke again to land, that land would be filled with plants and trees and vegetation and all that thing. And God saw that it was good, and he called that day 3. We pause there for a moment, and we will resume our conversation this morning. But I want you to stay with me, because I want us to find out all this thing that we call creation and why God did what he did. Have a great day, my friend.